Welcome everybody to the sort of mini Shut Your Mouth Lounge E3 pre-show. It's me, I'm Alex. I got here with me the usual Addie and Pink, and we're here to talk about what we're hoping for and what we're dreading and all kinds of things about E3.
All right.
So that's Pink and Addie. Speak up.
No.
Okay. Mission failed successfully. So, alright, let's go ahead and make the rounds. So, E3 can be a time of great hope. Possibly false hope. But let's hear
Yeah.
some reasonable things that each of you guys are excited to hear about. Pink first.
Oh, me first. I don't even know what I have to look forward to at E3. I know, or allegedly I might know. I'm pretty sure that Square Enix is finally unveiling whatever Marvel game they've had in the works for the past decade at this point. So, whatever that is, I'm looking forward to it. I'm no fan of Square Enix, but it's always nice to see other Marvel stuff out in the world.
Yes, and we need more Marvel video games because it's been a strong drought for 10 years now.
Right. And
Hopefully Spider-Man has brought to an end.
yes. Oh, with Spider-Man kicking things off last year, and we're getting Ultimate Alliance 3 this year, to hopefully be followed by whatever else is coming out with Square Enix. Though they'll probably be a couple years later down the line. I don't know. You never know with these types of things.
This could be a
Either
Fallout
way.
4 situation where they're like, alright, it's coming out tomorrow.
Right. So, just a bit of optimism for that. Then, I don't know, have there been any rumblings about potential DLC news for Smash Brothers at E3?
It
Or
has been
is Nintendo doing their own thing?
it has been confirmed that either at Nintendo Direct or on the 12th, I can't remember. I've heard both. That either on the 11th at Nintendo Direct or on the 12th, they will reveal the next DLC character.
All right, so I'm really looking forward to that. Got absolutely no clue who the next characters could be, despite all the leaks we've gotten.
Good
Either
luck
way,
with
I'm
you.
just pretty excited, regardless.
Yeah, it's interesting because the leaks have indicated it's going to be the Dragon Quest guy. What's his name? Erdrick.
Yeah,
But E3 would be the wrong time to reveal Erdrick. You would have to save Erdrick for Tokyo Game Show because Dragon Quest
right,
pretty much isn't a franchise over in the West.
right.
There
I
are
had
like
never heard of Dragon Quest until the leaks.
I think there's only been like one Dragon Quest that was considered a success in the West, right? 8 or whatever. So hopefully, it's not Erdrick.
Right.
I would expect him to be in the lineup at some point because evidently Nintendo is working with Square Enix because Cloud's there.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully Erdrick's safe for later. I want to wait until more of my hype dies before we get the lame characters.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe Erdrick will be a fun character. Who knows? Addie, what are you
Yeah.
hoping for out of E3?
More Ghost of Tsushima?
Sony's not there, Addie.
Alright, shit. Uh, I don't freaking know. I don't care for Watch Dogs Legion, so not that. They're not likely to announce backing Assassin's Creed yet. That's probably for next year's. So, uh, freaking,
Have they announced For Honor characters at E3 before?
I don't know. But they are going to have a For Honor thing at E3. They did say.
A little tournament to acknowledge that For Honor still exists.
Yeah. I mean, they did announce the Marching Fire update, I think, at E3.
Oh, right. I do remember that. And I thought that was really cool at the time that they were adding the Chinese heroes and all that. And then they
And then,
sucked.
yeah, you thought they were cool, and then we faced Jiang Jun.
Personally, what I'm really pulling for, I'm really curious what THQ Nordic is going to pull because they pull crazy shit every year. With that said, between Darksiders Genesis and Destroy All Humans remake,
The
Yeah.
remake,
maybe have they
and also SpongeBob Rehydrated.
right. They may have pulled all their cards already.
Right. Or they've got something really big hiding in wait that we don't know about.
THQ
But
Nordic is
probably
just
the
too
former.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
THQ Nordic announces that it's got the WWE Games license back.
The I mean, personally,
Yuke's competitive wrestling game won't be published by 2K.
yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be published by THQ Nordic.
Oh, Jesus.
I wish. I hate 2K so much.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm pulling for Time Splitters because THQ Nordic acquired their license about a year ago, and there's been lots of rumors floating around.
Mm.
I mean, even if it's just a remaster, I'd be happy with that. But there's something else I was gonna say that I was really excited for, but it's completely slipped. Oh, you know what? This is one I'm going to get an answer to very quickly because we're recording this right before the Xbox show starts. Virgil DLC for DMC5. Because, Pink, were you there when I mentioned this?
I don't think so.
Okay, so Devil May Cry 5, someone found in the coding where Virgil is listed as a fourth playable character.
Oh, wait. Yes, I do remember this.
And had a full moveset and stuff, and like he was buggy and broken as hell, of course. And there was one move you could do that if you did it, it just crashed the game. Well, an update came out a couple days ago that gave him a couple new moves, changed the properties of some of his moves, added more inputs for him to do some of the moves that he couldn't prior, and fixed a lot of bugs with him, and added an entire mechanic for him. So, gee.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Wonder where that's going.
This is especially funny considering in the past the devs outright said we're not going to add anything more to DMC5. There will be no DLC, no big updates. So that was a fucking lie. Oh, I'm hyped. All right. Now let's circle around to the other side. Pink, what potential news are you dreading out of E3?
That is an excellent question. I don't think I've really got any dread going into this. Because I haven't been paying much attention to many studios and any rumors or stuff like that. What am I dreading? I'm dreading what other Bethesda has to offer.
All right. We're skipping the Bethesda show, so we won't find out until afterwards. Sadly, we're probably also going to end up... You guys are probably both going to end up skipping the Devolver show because it's like midnight for both of you. So.
Right.
Or, well, like midday for Pink, but that's pretty well midnight for him.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I guess I'll have to provide the Devolver enthusiasm here. Woo, Devolver. I like Hotline Miami. I don't think we're going to see Hotline Miami 3, but Devolver is Devolver, so they always bring something weird to the table. All right, Addy, what news are you dreading?
I don't know. Either. I mean,
EA was on yesterday, so what more do we have to dread?
Yeah. Like, my arch nemesis is EA, so I don't know.
I don't know why. And Addy, notorious Ubisoft fanboy, hates EA. Okay. Two sides of the same coin, you ask me. Which, speaking of Ubisoft, that's what I figured you'd be fearing. Something new Assassin's Creed, we're going back to the pirate era. How about that? Or, okay, no. This is a serious one. That was a joke. This is a serious one. They do unveil Assassin's Creed Viking earlier than people were expecting. But it's going to be a naval-focused game, since the Vikings were huge sailors.
That's not a surprise, dude. And every game since they freaking rebooted the series has been a naval-focused game, dude.
But aren't you dreading it?
I mean, at this point, I just learned to accept it.
All right. So no dread for either of you going in, then.
Yeah, nothing that I can think of. But I guarantee you, once some sort of semblance of bad news comes out of this, I'll be like, that's exactly what I was dreading.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got a big dread. Pink, you're excited for the Avengers announcement. I'm dreading it. Because all those fucking rumors floating around that it will be a shooter looter, Destiny style. I'm really worried this is going to be one of those occasions where it's like, we got the Marvel license, now make a custom character that will live in the Marvel world, but only uses guns.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna climb aboard your ship as well there.
Because how many times does that happen where it's like, hey, we got this famous universe with these iconic characters, you don't get to play as them.
Right. There was an X-Men game that came out back in 2008 or 9, I want to say, that was very similar in the same vein.
Something like Rise of Destiny's Fate Justice or something, I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Where it's an X-Men game, but we want you to play as one of these 3 OCs that we've made that have no interesting characters whatsoever. And the X-Men will be your supporting cast.
Yep. Oh, man. I mean, there is the distinct possibility this will be the continuation of that canceled Avengers first-person shooter. In which case, hype. You guys have seen the prototype for the Avengers first-person shooter, right?
I have not.
Oh, I forget who it was. It was like Crytek or THQ or someone was working on an Avengers first-person co-op shooter a while ago, where you had 4 players, each played respectively as Cap, Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor. And it was a first-person game, but it was actually overwhelmingly melee, except for Iron Man. And Hulk did crazy first-person combos and was just picking people up and hucking them around. It was great. And then it got canceled because it was being worked on way back in 2007. So at that time, they were like, who gives a shit about the Avengers? Nobody will buy that shit. The Avengers are a bunch of fucking characters only comic book nerds would know. Simpler times.
Yeah.
If the Avengers game is a shooter looter where you play as custom characters, pass.
Absolutely.
If it's a shooter looter where you still play as established characters but they have movesets, absolutely, I'll still buy in on that. Because, I mean, if you're just playing as Cap, but Cap can pick up different versions of his shield, sure, fuck it, why not?
Cap can pick up a freaking AR-15.
Dude, that would actually be awesome. He basically becomes... Oh, damn it. There's no characters in Rainbow Six Siege who really use the shield gun combo efficiently.
Nope.
But
he becomes Blackbeard.
Yeah. Use the shield as a Pavise. Mount the gun on it.
Yeah.
Cap just becomes invincible. Oh, that'd be awesome. And it'd bring me back to the old Marvel Heroes days. Alright. And I was about to ask Pink the next question, but he fucking dorped, so...
Great.
Oh, man. Alright, we'll skip ahead to you. Addy, what's a weird, unlikely thing? What is your fantasy scenario? This thing probably won't happen. It has at least some chance of happening, but it's an extraordinarily low chance, but I want it to happen.
Alright, well, it has an extraordinary low chance of happening because I have no idea what the hell is going on in the background because, whatever. But basically, Capcom coming out and announcing something about Sengoku Basara. Completely, unlikely, but even on English port.
That's not spectacularly unlikely, because they did put Ono on Sengoku Basara. So that means they intend for the series to go somewhere.
Yeah, they were supposed to put Ono on Sengoku Basara, but he's still acting as the executive of Street Fighter for some reason. As of
him and
yesterday,
the
I think.
doll. At this point, it's just associated, hey, we're showing off a new Street Fighter character, so Ono's going to come out with his Blanca doll.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure why, but, It's like Harada. A new Tekken character wouldn't be the same without Harada there being like, don't ask me for shit.
True. But yeah, basically my hope is that they come out and they go either here we will have Sengoku Basara 6, or we have not talked about this series, but it's been going on in Japan and we're giving it a second chance. So here it is in English. Either of those would work for me.
Maybe. That would be interesting. Would you think it'd be smarter to make a new Sengoku Basara and just put it in English, or to be like, alright, We translated like the first 3 Sengoku Basuras and are selling them in an HD collection.
I feel like it would be better for them to make a new Sengoku Basara if Ono actually gets them to give a shit. Because a series-wide complaint is that they keep removing people to add in people. So if say they make a new game and everyone who was in the other games is in it, like it was in Yukimura Dem, but with even more people, because even that left out people. If they do that, I feel like that could sell people on the series, and then they could go and make HD remasters of the first 4 games.
Start with the Dream game, you mean?
Yeah, start with the dream game, sell people on the dream, and then just milk them with reality.
We hooked you in. Now you're here for the history lesson, nerds. All right, Pink. What is a weirdo, unlikely thing that has at least some chance of happening, but the odds are not in its favor, but it's something you really want to happen at E3?
Let me think. Who even is on today?
Oh, E3 in general, not just today.
E3 in general. Who else there in general? That's a good question that I did not bother to look up.
Everyone except Sony.
Everyone except Sony.
The wild
Sony.
thing is, it was announced Konami is going to make an announcement at E3.
Okay,
Konami?
Another
Konami's
unlikely
back
thing.
in the game, boys.
All right, another unlikely thing.
Contra.
Remaster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Konami just shows up and we're like, we're sorry for killing 4 of the most classic video game franchises of all time. Here's a new Contra and a new Silent Hill, nerds.
And if you reach a certain amount of score in both, then you unlock Castlevania.
A game hidden behind high scores in other games. You unlock the score page for the next Castlevania. And please God, not another Metal Gear unless it's Platinum's a new Metal Gear Rising. That's the only acceptable new Metal Gear, other than maybe going back to World War II, because fuck it.
Okay, here, listen to this. So, new Metal Gear, Raiden protagonist, virtual pachinko game.
So, Pink, what are you hoping for?
You know what? I'm gonna say DLC for Smash Brothers, Subspace Emissary Part 2.
Oh my God.
That would be wild.
Well, they
I
almost
don't
tried
believe
with
it.
World of Light and it did
Hell.
not work.
What's that?
They almost tried with World of Light and it did not work.
I believe it.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. You know what? This may be the first E3 in forever where the one I'm most excited for is Nintendo Direct. Because Smash DLC, Bayonetta 3.
They've got to be putting out a new Mario Kart one of these days, right?
You would think, but they just re-released Mario Kart 8, so that may be their
Right,
way
so
of
maybe next year.
That may be their way of padding things out, yeah. Maybe we'll get a new Mario sports game. And
I think they did Mario Tennis last year.
WarioWare.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, could you imagine? And all the dank memers would just cream their pants. It would be like Flex Mentallo, but only for fucking losers. Okay. So. Oh yeah, what's my weird unlikely thing that I'd want to happen? Alright. I also want a weird pick for Smash. At this point, I'm still inclined to say Dante is a possibility. So I'm gonna go with a guy who is very close to not being a possibility, but still is a possibility. Doom Guy.
Doom Guy.
Doom Guy.
Yes.
Fucking Doom Guy. It's not gonna happen. Except that it might. But it's not going to happen, but it might. You don't know, though.
I'm still holding my breath for Ivy Valentine.
Has there been a Soul Calibur on a Nintendo console? Oh, what am I saying? That doesn't matter anymore. Joker.
But even then,
To
there
answer your
was.
question, though, yes, it has. Soul Calibur 2 also guest featured Link on the Nintendo GameCube.
All right. Now, Ivy would be the best one to go with, but I feel like they'd be more inclined to go with Nightmare, honestly.
Right.
And Nightmare's moves, just all of his drop kicks.
Yeah.
The sword is there for looks. His feet are the deadly part.
Kind of like Ganondorf.
Yeah. All right. And now this is one more of a general discussion. You guys think they're going to try and show off the ninth gen stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Sony's not there.
No, they
And
aren't, but Microsoft is.
It all depends on how far along it is.
Sony's been sitting on the ninth gen stuff and saying they're not going to show it off yet, but they've been talking a fuck ton about it.
All right, if that's the case, then yeah, I can definitely see them doing that this year. Because if they hold out till next year might be just a bit too late.
It goes in 7-year cycles.
Yeah, they've also got an advantage now because Sony, as we've said, is not there. So the ball's actually in their court to get their stuff out first.
Yeah, I think they want the first advantage, and this will also force Sony to play their card, you know?
Right. So they absolutely need to show whatever they've got now. They need to show it off at E3.
If they show
If they don't do it now, they've wasted their chance.
Will the PS4 and Xbox One showed off at E3 2012 or 2013?
2012. It had to be 2012 because I'm pretty sure that's when the next gen came out.
No, the next gen came out in 2013.
All right.
Because if they show it off now and it comes out next year, that fits into the 7-year cycle time scheme. Because it was 2013 when they released.
Right.
Of course, Nintendo's fucking it up. So.
Nintendo does what Nintendo does.
Nintendo lives in an alternate reality from the rest of the gaming industry.
Yes. Absolutely.
Nintendo does what Nintendo don't.
I love that. Nintendo does what Nintendo don't. Yeah, everybody's just scratching their heads like, wait, huh?
That makes no sense.
Reality
Precisely.
Reality bends in on itself from the Nintendo paradox. Oh, man. I'm curious what Xbox will bring to the table. Because, did we ever get confirmation of those rumors that the PS5 will play every previous PlayStation game?
No, that's why I'm looking forward to. Yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to the days of play shit to see if it's actually true. Because I hope it is.
Oh god! Even after E3 finishes, we're gonna have to do another set of reaction sets for the days of play.
Yep.
But the Xbox is gonna be hard pressed to beat that if that rumor is true.
Yeah.
Like, for me, that is a guarantee I'm not buying whatever Xbox comes up with next.
Yeah, if it's true, then it's a pretty much a guarantee that I'll somehow get the freaking money together to be able to buy a PS5 on day one. Because I want to record my PS2 games without having to freaking go through the trouble of 480p setups.
Absolutely. I've still got a backlog of, I'm sure, PS2 and PS3 games that I've never gotten around to finishing, and if the PS5 gives me that capability, I'm sold.
Okay. The possibility is presented to play Def Jam Vendetta in 4K. Gotta take it.
Yeah.
That way I can enjoy X Gonna Give It To You while I beat the shit out of some random mooks as Method Man in the highest quality.
X Gonna Give It To You isn't even in the freaking game.
Yes, it is. Vendetta had DMX and X Gonna Give It To You.
Freaking, how do I not remember that? All I remember is freaking.
I think you were a Fight for New York guy.
Oh, Vendetta, right. I was thinking of Fight for New York.
Yeah, I think you and I are like opposites there. I've never touched Fight for New York, but I've put a ton of time into Vendetta, and you're the opposite.
Yeah.
DMX was like the only guy who didn't make it into Fight for New York out of Vendetta's roster.
That sucks.
But we did trade him for Alex Rollins, who else? Snoop Dogg, Danny Trejo.
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
I'm gonna be honest, I like DMX, but I would much rather trade him for those three. That's one hell of a trade right there.
I've killed Danny Trejo with a freaking Metro multiple times at this point.
Yeah. Oh, that Fight for New York is weird. Because Vendetta is just a straight wrestling game. It's just wrestling, but the roster is made entirely out of hip-hop stars. And then Fight for New York is like, pick up a baseball bat and fucking kill the guy. Oh, man. Okay. Weirdo, unlikely thing. What if that's THQ Nordic's card they've got up their sleeve?
Holy,
Oh man.
a new Def Jam fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Sold.
And don't fill it with new losers. Get the classics. I want all the classic roster back. Bring back Ludacris. Bring back Method Man. Bring back Ghostface Killer. Bring back everyone. Get the entire Wu-Tang Clan. Except ODB, because he's kind of dead. And that it might be kind of fucked up to beat up a dead man.
But what if that man walking?
Yeah. Snoop Dogg uses his necromancy powers. It's basically just really strong marijuana, but it works.
Yeah.
Okay. Throw in Rob Zombie. Because they started putting in people from other genres, because Henry Rollins is not a fucking rapper.
What the hell is Henry Rollins? Cause
He is the lead singer or the lead guitarist of Black Flag?
I have never heard of Black Flag.
It's a punk band.
I should have heard of them then, because I listen to punk.
They're not a very good one. Henry Rollins is more so famous for showing up in everything. Because on top of being a musician, he's also an actor, a comedian, a political commentator. One of those.
I see.
He's everything.
One of those Joe Rogan types who just does everything because fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully this year's E3 turns out good. Hopefully it doesn't turn out bad. At the best, we can maybe hope for mediocre.
Right.
Oh man. If only we had got bingo cards prepared.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
How many teraflops will we hear this week?
Yeah. How many times will we hear a brand new innovation specifically for the players? We listen to our players. God, we're not going to be there for Bethesda, but I hope Todd Howard just has to spend the entire time apologizing for Fallout 76. All right, folks, we will see you at E3. No, we won't.
We'll see
We're not
you
talking E3.
immediately
We'll see you
after.
in videos of us watching E3, because we're fucking, not in...
Nerds.
Where is E3?
In my ass.
Chicago?
Well, Addy, then that... I have no rational answer for that. Yeah, bye, folks.